Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Adventure117. In today's video, I want to be doing something a little bit different. I want to be making a story time video, and this story time is going to be about how I went to New Orleans and saw and experienced what it was like. I'd never experienced something like that before, and it was pretty interesting. There were like a few drug addicts, and there were a few street dancers and stuff like that. It was pretty awesome. So without further ado, let's start this show. So, anyways, we were driving for like 8 or 9 hours to get there, and it was a pretty long day for me. So it was like 12 o'clock at night or whatnot. So when we arrived there, it's like really late, and it's really dark outside, and it's pretty creepy for me. And like we go and drive up, and the garage door is not opening to the hotel. And like my dad called the guys, and then like a couple like minutes later, they showed up, and then they went and took us in. And then the hotel after that, it looked pretty awesome. Like it was pretty nice. Like one of those things that people would usually like grab cameras in and then like record videos like movies and stuff like that. It was pretty great. Then when we got to our hotel room, like I started unpacking my stuff, like getting all of it ready, and then we just went to sleep. And yeah, so then we woke the next day and uh, to the hotel again, and my brothers were watching like Cartoon Network, and I just woke up and it was like 9 or 10 o'clock, and we eat breakfast, and my dad's like, "Hey, you guys want to go outside and explore the city?" And we're all like, "Yeah, yeah, let's do that." So then after that, we go outside, and it smells a little bit like someone was smoking outside, and there's a bunch of people out there, and it's like it's not crowded, but there's like a lot of people out there, and I point out to my mom that in the corner there's like a Louis Armstrong guy. There's like a Louis Armstrong statue. If you guys know who that is, that's good for you. But if you don't, you should probably look him up. He makes some pretty good jazz music. My mom really likes Louis Armstrong, so that's why I pointed it out to her. Anyways, we got a picture with the Louis Armstrong, and it was pretty great. Then we walk by, and we see like a lot of people, some like just walking around, and like some people just like there was this one Asian dude that I remember, and he was like wearing that like Chinese hat things, and or it was a Japanese, I don't know, but he was like an Asian dude, and my mom was pointing it out to Timothy since our brother Timothy he really likes Godzilla, and if you didn't know, that was like an Asian film, and like we're still walking. We see people in like the alleyways doing something really suspicious over there. But then we're walking around, and then like we see someone spit on the ground. She did not she was did not have a pretty looking face. And my mom was just like, "Yeah, that's a meth addict right there." And I'm like, "Oh, okay. How would you know, mom?" And then she was like, "You don't want to know." So then, anyways, we go and we're still walking around. We go to like this, uh, what's it, like a Baptist church, and there's like some street performers. There's like a street performers. Yeah, they're like standing out there, and they're all just like doing their thing. And then they're like, "Okay, guys, let's do this like street performance." And like they were all saying that they were gonna make racist jokes, but like they said that it wasn't gonna be harmful to anyone. So I guess like yeah, yeah. But then they started like picking people out. They're like saying, "Hey, I want some white guys. I want some Asian guys." And they would just like make fun of them. Everyone had a good time, so it wasn't like it was bad or anything. They were pretty cool guys. And then like my brothers, they volunteered for the children, because they wanted some children to come up there. My brothers volunteered, but I wanted to volunteer too. But they said, "No, no, bro, you're too grown." Yeah, and it was a big crowd of people, so it was like it was very nerve-wracking for those two. I feel really bad for my two brothers that got up there, but they did get paid like $20. So that was very, it was like a lot. And they did the they did the performance thing, and it was like really amazing. They knew how to dance really well, and they like flipped my brothers over. No one got harmed, so it was just perfect. Like the performance was great. I love the performance, and, yeah. So then we go and we're like, hey, we want some lunch, and because we're pretty hungry out there. And my dad's like, hey, let's go to this like one place over here, because we were like walking around the place, walking around the city, just looking around, seeing it's pretty big. If you didn't know, New Orleans is a really big city. So we go and get some lunch, and there's this jazz guy that sounds a lot like Louis Armstrong. And my mom, she was like amazed. She really likes Louis Armstrong. So she was just like, yes, please. Like, she wanted to sit by that guy, but then he just like walked away. So then she got like really mad. And oh, I forgot to mention that there is these guys, or there is this woman that brought her dog to the park, and then there was a police officer that went up to her, and she was like, ma'am, do you have like a license for those dogs or whatnot? And she's like, oh, no, no, we don't have licenses for that. And then like they're like, okay, this is like a warning, and I'm just looking at them, and I'm like, oh, okay. So then, yeah, back to the part where we're eating lunch. You guys know what beignets are? Big beignets, yeah. You know what those are? Cause like they're really good. Like I really like beignets. So yeah, beignets are really good. Like I really like beignets. If you don't know what they are, you can look them up. But they're like this pastry with like white stuff on the top. It's not illegal. It's like sugar on the top or powder on the top. Yeah, yeah, something like that. So then like we're sitting there, we're eating, we're having a good time, chilling, and there's a lot of people at that place, and it was just awesome. And then so we're out and about again after eating lunch. We're just walking around. We go to this flea market thing, and since my brothers got $20 and I didn't, I was pretty salty, and I was like, "Hey, mom, dad, can I get a Coca-Cola?" And then they're like, "Sure, sure." Because like I mentioned to them that my brothers got $20 and I didn't, so I really wanted like a soda. So then they're like, okay, yeah, sure, you can get one. And then after that, I was just chilling, drinking my soda, and we're walking through the flea market, and then I see these bracelets. They were like they look pretty good, and like I was just looking and seeing all my friends' names, and like it was pretty cool over there. I didn't really buy anything from them because they were like $10 a piece, and I wouldn't want to buy that. I still wouldn't have bought that anyways if it were a lower price. But then we're still walking around the place, and we see um, a lot of art out of the flea market. Like we leave the flea market, and then we're just walking around again, just like walking down like a certain road. There's this guy that's drawing a bunch of rabbit pictures. This rabbit character that's holding a red balloon. Like it was his main character that he drew all the time. So then we go see the rabbit with the red balloon, and it was pretty good. Like he was a real artist. He really knew how to draw those rabbits really well. And we go to see some more art pictures, and there's this other art painting place where they would have like some art guy or no, they would like be selling art at this place, and it was just amazing. These guys, the art was really good. I liked it a lot. So then, like, after having a good time, we're walking down this other place. There's like LGBT flags. If you don't know what that is, that's good. If you do, then you know. You can't really forget what it means. But, like, we're seeing LGBT flags, like those rainbow flags around people's houses. And we're like, oh, okay, okay. And then we go and we see like some cars selling candy, but we know what's in the candy. There's like products. And then we look to the right, there's this candy store. It is literally called Weed World. I'm not lying, I'm not joking. It was pretty creepy, and it really smelled. Like we didn't go inside, but like the smell even went outside, and it was just disgusting. I would totally not recommend it. If any of you watching this, no, don't do drugs. Drugs are bad. I hate drugs. I've never done them, but they're bad. So then after that, we go and see the other Blue Green Hotel because um, we were at a Blue Green Hotel. So then we just checked out the other one, and it was smaller, but it was like for like a couple, not like a whole family with children. Yeah, my parents described it as cute, like it was a small little place. Then we go and have some dinner and like have a good time there. And I don't really remember anything from that except the I don't know. It just looked like it was a place from New Orleans. Then we go back to the hotel because it was getting dark, and we're just watching a movie over there, and we watched what was it? It was a movie in New Orleans. What was it? I think the Princess and the Frog. Yeah, I think that was it. Yeah, I think that was the movie. Yeah. So then we go back to the hotel. I do some of my homework since I wasn't on school on Friday, so I had to do some of the homework. Oh wait, no, not Friday. On Thursday. Yeah, I wasn't at school on Thursday, so I had to do some of the homework there. Asked my friends for the homework, and they gave it to me. And and after that, I finished my homework. We go upstairs to the top floor, and there was a pool up there. It was really cold, so we weren't there for a really long time. And then after that, we go downstairs. We like eat a snack, and then we go back to bed. Then after that, we wake up, and we pack up all our stuff, and we head to Florida, which we were going to go to, since the distance between the Texas and Florida is like a 2 day drive. So then we just like stopped at New Orleans since it's between those two distances, and then after we visited New Orleans, we went back to Florida where we were gonna go and saw my cousin's wedding because my cousin was gonna have a wedding, and yeah, I really liked that experience of New Orleans. It was really interesting. I really liked it. Oh, I think I forgot to mention how there were these, like, there was this graveyard and with really really tall like gravestones. It was, I think I saw it from one movie where there was these like grave there was this graveyard with like really tall like gravestones, like it was sort of a maze, like if you know what I'm saying, like sort of a maze. And we didn't go there, but we saw it on the driveway like to Florida, like right where we were about to leave the city, and like yeah, it was the city. I just like New Orleans a lot. I would really recommend it if you guys like want to travel to New Orleans. It's a pretty big city, pretty cool city, and oh yeah, there was this tower that had like collapsed, like it collapsed on its side. I think I can show you a photo of it. Like, um, I'll show it right here. But then, like, yeah, it was right outside. It was weird. I don't know how to pronounce, like, how to say what it was, but it was interesting. So yeah, it was a pretty good city. I really enjoyed the adventures that we got to go on to look at the city, and I really hope to go there again because it was a magnificent city. It was like one of those cities that you would see in like Spider-Man and like the Avengers, like one of those really popular movies that people make, and like get to be on the big screen. And yeah, it was just a fun experience. I would really recommend it. I'd love to do it again, and yeah. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like on the video and share the video with your friends. I would really like to make more of these storytime videos so that I can get more views on YouTube and just like become more popular, rise in popularity on YouTube. So with any further ado, I'm signing out. Peace.